So I want to talk a little bit about leverage, time freedom, and residual income today. And I wanted to capture some of the snow that we've had, the March New Jersey snow. It's actually really nice out. And I'm sure it's going to be melting soon, so before it melts, I wanted to capture it on film. So the story that I'm going to talk about, actually before I talk about the three things I'm going to talk about, I'm going to tell you a little story. So the story was how I originally found out about all this stuff. Way, 20-something, 25 years ago. I used to work down in East Rutherford, down by the Meadowlands, so it was about an hour and 15-minute commute in rush hour traffic on the way down, and about an hour and 15 minutes on the reverse commute on the way back. And I did that for a couple years. Back and forth in rush hour traffic. Back and forth. It was a corporate job, and it was okay. But after a few years of sitting in rush hour traffic for, several hours a day, I came to the conclusion that I did not want to do that for the rest of my life. So I became open at that point to other ways of making money, other ways of thinking, other ways of looking at life. And I came across these three principles. And I've experienced them and really started to understand them in the past several years. So the first one is time freedom. So what's time freedom? Okay? If you have a 9-to-5 job, you probably don't have very much time freedom because you have 2 days off on the weekend for good behavior. And on the weekends, what are you doing? Running around doing laundry, running the kids here, running them there, doing errands, going shopping, food shopping, paying the bills, hoping the post office is open. So that's not time freedom. Time freedom is being able to do what you want, when you want to. Doesn't matter what day it is, what time it is, because you've created systems and income and you get to own your life. Most people don't own their life. The other is residual income. So what is residual income? Residual income is working once and getting paid over and over and over and over and over again. So, think stocks for stock dividends, think real estate for real estate rentals. That money comes in month after month after month, year after year. Now with real estate, there's some operating expenses and you've got to know what to do. In the stock market, again, you've got to know what to do. But most people, when they get out of college or high school, they stop learning. They stop gaining knowledge. If it's not book knowledge in school, they don't get any more knowledge. And that's how you get free, is learning information that successful people and wealthy people know. And one of those concepts is residual income. And there's several ways to do that. There's businesses, I've worked from home for many years. So when you build a business, once it's built, it pays you month after month after month. I've had that happen several times over my 20-year time frame. And there's nothing like having freedom. Knowing that you're getting a check next month for work that you did 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago. That money keeps coming in because you built a business, you built an asset, and it continues to pay you. And the other thing is leverage. What's leverage? If you haven't heard the term before, or you don't know what it is, you're probably your boss's or your company's leverage. I used to work at a call center, and I don't know, there's 20 different people in there, and they're getting paid for their time. They're getting paid wholesale, whatever they're willing to work for, whether it's hourly or salary, whatever. And the company or the boss is leveraging them, and he's selling their time at retail. So the difference between what you're willing to work for, what you're willing to settle for, and what your boss or your company sells your time for, which is the retail value. Again, being a business owner, there's risk, there's capital outlay, there's managing employees, which my friend Anthony says is like getting pecked to death by chickens. there's a lot to do. There's definitely a lot of risk. So there's different kinds of businesses. There's different types of risk. We're not saying, jump off a cliff for risk, but, calculated risk. Do your research, explore, talk to people in that same field. Because time goes by fast, you guys. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years, it goes by. And if you don't have any leverage, and you don't have any time freedom, and you don't have any residual income, you're going to be like a guy in a hamster wheel or a gal in a hamster wheel. You're just going to be trading your time. It's going to go by, and you're going to wonder what happened to your life. So time freedom, residual income, and leverage. And those are three main ingredients to a successful, wealthy, happy life that you get to own and not slave away at a hamster wheel making somebody else's dreams come true. So that's what we got for today, you guys. Please, if you like us, subscribe at Lobster Lab Media on YouTube. Hit the like button, hit the bell button, and you'll continue to get updated messages on interesting stuff. And I have some new interesting news. My book, The Lobster and the Chicken, is actually getting republished. So I have a new publisher. Should be out in the next couple months. It's going to be all in color. And chipping away at it, you guys. Creating assets, building your dreams, because time goes by fast. Herb Palmer Jr., over and out.